Welcome to Everlasting Talk. Hello and welcome to Everlasting Talk. Thank you so much for joining me today here in the Biography series. Today we're doing a biography on Caracalla. Sorry if I said that wrong. I try to say it the best way possible, but make sure to like, follow, share with everyone. I appreciate it. Trying to get to get a lot of followers, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Time to explore the brutal regime of Caracalla. Hopefully I said that right. One of Rome's most controversial and ruthless emperors. His story is marked by ambition, violence, and enduring infamy in the annals of Roman history. Let's get started here. Caracalla, I can't say the name, Caracalla, was born Lucius Septimus Bastinius on April 4th, 188 AD in Lugendum, which is modern-day Lyon, France. Son of Emperor Septius Severus and Julie Damna, known for his military prowess and ruthlessness during his regime. His name was Caracalla because in Roman, it's the word bad, so that's what it's gonna tell you the rest of the story how they described him. That was his nickname. So he grew up in an imperial court. Obviously, his dad was the emperor. Well, that's I forgot to mention. His dad was the emperor of Rome, Septimus Severus. So he had firsthand experience of Roman politics from a very young age. In 198 AD, at the age of 9 or 10, probably 9 or probably 10 or turning to 10, he was given a title of Caesar and later became co-emperor with his father and his younger brother Geta. His rise to power came when his father Septimus Severus died in 211 AD. So at the time, Caracalla was 23 years old, 22, 23. At first, he ruled jointly with his brother, Geta. But siblings, well, my sibling, I don't like to share. Who likes to share with their younger brother, I don't. I'm the oldest of three, and I don't like to share. I never liked sharing. I didn't even like sharing my parents or my siblings, But he soon grew tired of sharing power with his brother, and he wanted all to himself. Eventually, in a violent coup, he organized and schemed Geta's assassination later that year using the Praetorian Guard. They ended up stabbing him, giving him full control of the Roman Empire. The sole and only ruler of the Roman Empire. He had nobody to answer to, no one to question him. He was the sole emperor. So due to this, now that he had absolute power, he was known for his extensive military campaigns, especially a costly war against the Parthian Empire, which raged on for many years, pretty much most of his reign. The height of his power came around 212 AD when he announced the Constantino Antoninia, the Edict of Caracalla, or the Antonian Constitution, which granted Roman citizenship to all freemen within the empire. So all the vast empire the Roman Empire had, all freemen were given citizenship. So that was something very, very monumental shift in Roman policy. And it aimed at increasing tax revenue because now they could tax the citizens and integrating the diverse populations of within the empire. Because it was all the way from England, down to Turkey, down to Africa. So it was a vast empire. So all free men were able to go ahead and become, Roman citizens. However, couldn't overlook the fact that was a good policy, but the widespread executions, heavy taxation, and military despotism definitely caused a rift within his power. Eventually, like I said, his downfall came, or his impending downfall came when he made a lot of enemies. Either they didn't like that the Edict of Caracalla. I can't say his name. Caracalla. Sorry, I can't say his name. It's weird. This guy's a good story, but I can't say his name correctly. I don't know why. But they eventually turned on them. It just created an environment or an empire that was full of fear and resentment. So on April 8th, so 4 days after his birthday or so, uh, Caracalla was killed by a disgruntled soldier named Justin Martellius under the order of Macrinus, which was the Praetorian Prefect, which was like the highest position in the military. So imagine if like the highest military commander like ordered like allowed it to happen. But it allowed it to happen. It was nearby the town of Karhi, which is modern day Harran, Turkey. It ended the Severian dynasty, so that's the whole legacy of the family. And his death was met with joy and celebration. Another fact I found out later is that um, Macrius, the Praetorian prefect, became emperor 3 days later, and they ended up killing Justin Martellius. I think they either to shut him up or it was because he killed the emperor. Um, so yeah, it was pretty interesting. They kind of allowed it to happen. Macrinius allowed it to happen. And like he is like, oh way, because it was like they wanted to overthrow him anyways. So it was like, hey, might as well let this idiot do it, or this guy do it because he's disgruntled because he didn't become centurion or something. He didn't become like a position in the military, so they allowed it to happen. So it was like, oh wow. So uh Caracellia's legacy is of complexity and contradiction. His Constantinio Antoninio was revolutionary, like I said, but it's still remembered for his tyranny. The Baths of Caracalla was one of Rome's grandest architectural achievements. So they did, celebrate him because they named it after him. Studying Caracalla provides insight into the dynamic of power. His life and reign shows the challenges of maintaining a vast empire, especially the Roman Empire, and the fine line between strength and cruelty. So he kind of crossed the line a lot of times. There's a lot of Roman emperors. I think I've talked about a few of them, like Caligula and stuff, that had that ruthlessness about them. That eventually, they didn't live a long life. That's the thing. Some of these reigns did not take live a long life. But some sources you can check out, or some things you can check out. Check out The Roman Emperors, a biographical guide to the rulers of Imperial Rome, 31 BC to 476 AD, by Michael Grant. It's a book. Check it out. Also, check out the Historia Augusta, the life of Caracalla. Also, check out The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire by Edward Gibbon, and The Ancient Rome, The Rise and Fall of an Empire. It's a documentary. But yeah, next time we're talking about William Wilberforce. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you never heard about this emperor, I would love to hear your opinions. Go to social media. If you want, hearing this on Spotify or watching it or on YouTube, definitely let me know if you heard about this emperor. If not, I'm definitely glad that I'm the first one to showcase or tell you about who he was. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Make sure to like, share, and follow. And I'll see you at the next one. Bye, y'all. Thank you for listening to this episode of Everlasting Talk. For more content, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Everlasting Talk. Thank you.